They stopped. They didn't stop fighting the fire.
Yeah.
They wanted another burn off. After 3/4, it was almost put out.
Wow.
So what's that tell you right there?
So wait, so she was there
Oh, the whole night.
The whole night. She wasn't wearing respirators.
Regular freaking hospital mask.
Did she smell anything?
Yeah, it smells like everything smells like burnt plastic.
Burnt plastic. Okay.
That's all it is. It's basically that stuff right there.
Well, that's what they're saying. But I went and got my own water test, like maybe a quarter mile downstream from the crash, and it came up as like not detectable levels of vinyl chlorine or anything.
The problem is all the water they're fighting the fire with is what causes pollution.
All the water they were fighting with fire.
Yeah, they're shooting freaking. There's 14 different fire departments there.
Wow.
14, 15 different fire departments.
Wow.
And all there's a golf course top of the hill. What's it called? Firestone Links and Firestone Farms. The whole retention pond, they drained it.
Wow.
They had salt trucks right in front of. They had salt trucks from the city and county and state running up and down 14. So the fire trucks and water trucks and semi trucks for water suck the pond dry. Plus all the fire hydrants down the city. They hit the water tower. Plus all the ponds, retention ponds.
Wow.
All that water was spraying on the freaking fire.
Because it was like when it first crashed, there was fire like
everywhere.
So and then they said that the tank that was holding the vinyl chloride or whatever was not but that tank wasn't, because those are apparently built to withstand derailments, and it wasn't leaking. So my question is, why didn't they just pump it out then, and instead of lighting it on fire, if that's what they even did? I don't know. I mean,
8 degrees at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Vinyl chloride boils. Starts to boil.
So
at 8 degrees.
Okay.
So when you transfer it, it's high pressure in tanks. So when you pressure it in the tank, it creates friction.
Okay.
Friction, and then they put it in the air with the environment down there, with smoldering flames.
Yeah. Wow.
The big risk of transferring is like basically
So
smoking a cigarette, put gas can.
Yeah.
Like, you can throw a cigarette right in the gas and go right out.
Yeah.
The fumes is what makes the gas.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Got it.
As soon as stuff goes airborne, that's because it gets super dangerous with how being ignited.
Yeah.
That's why they put a charge on it to explode it, put a hole in the tank, and ignite at the same time, so that it wouldn't go in the air as a vapor.
Okay.
Because it has vapor just like gas.
Yeah.
And that's more combustible than the actual liquid itself. That's why when they first hit it, you saw a big go up.
Yeah.
90% of that was the fumes.
Yeah.
Because liquid doesn't go in here like that.
Yeah.
Only fumes do.
Got it.
That's why they did what it did. And that's why they did the charge on it. And they couldn't roll the car over because it's so explosive. Because the vapors are building. Because it got so shook up. Because you remember, it's like a water truck going down the road. They have baffles in it. So the water goes swishing back and forth in the whole truck. Because you go red light, it pushes right to the damn red light. Baffles train cars same way, forward and backwards.
Yeah.
But on the side, there's no baffles. Because it flows freely.
Yeah.
So you can't control it.
Yeah.
So it's not a splash anymore. It's the whole wave go back and forth.
Yeah.
So if they try to bump it, there's no way they can do cells.
Yeah.
When you bump it out, you can do like the front 4 foot, the next 4 foot, the next 4 foot, the next 4 foot.
Yeah.
You have a valve for each section.
Yeah.
But the top of the whole tank, it's all air. So if you put it on the side, where the air was, now it's all liquid. So they all combine in one big, huge. In other words, like putting 15 milk containers together, and you put them on their sides, they'll make one big container.
Yeah.
That's what each tank does. They
Okay.
kept them separate so you can open up each section. So basically, you got 100 gallons, 100 gallons, 100 gallons, 100 gallons. When they're on the side, they're all together now. There's no separation anymore.
Okay.
That's the problem. So they couldn't just have one. They couldn't control a transfer.
Yeah.
Because the valve in the belly, when you set it on the side,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to get out whatever the half. Technically, you'll be able to get half anyway.
Yeah.
The third of all, it's all one big mix together.
Yeah.
So it's all you just be able to run one firecracker the whole pack at one time.
Yeah. So the water that I got, it did have like a sheen on the top of the water but the thing is that like I see the videos of people.
Winter time.
I know. That's why
Salt does that to water.
Yeah.
From the freaking roadways.
Right.
And put the salt through
That's what I was
asphalt.
wondering. Yeah, and oil
Asphalt
too.
gets eroded by freaking salt. Asphalt is made of freaking petroleum, which is oil, which will make the water look like it's fucking got oil in it.
Well,
Do you ever know?
I don't.
The one that pissed me off. I was living in Akron, and look at my car. I had acid rain all over it. Bitch, I live 3 miles from something. I got no smell or no acid rain.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
People are so goddamn ignorant, so goddamn greedy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm so frustrated about. And then I looked up like when the side effects, like breathing issues, would start, and it would start 3 to 24 hours after the exposure. So the fact that people a month later are claiming
now
to have,
here.
yeah.
How about
like,
this is my next favorite one.
Yeah.
The couple that were on TV, the woman went home, the son went home, she showered.
Yeah.
She got a big rash, right?
Yeah.
Well, her husband showered too, he got it afterwards. Well, bitch, if you get a rash, you can hop a goddamn shower. No matter how to shower after you. Seriously. You come out with a big old rash.
Pictures of the rash.
They did. They showed both of them.
Oh,
that's
wow.
right. But you got a shower, you come out with a rash. Well, hey, let me get the rash too. Let me get it too.
I just don't even, honestly, I think it was Photoshopped rash then. Because I need to see the pictures of the rash. I see people talking about rashes, but I'm like, where's all the footage of like people being like...
Here's the next part. All these people are talking about freaking down south West Virginia. Have you ever driven down to Liverpool, people? Down to Liverpool, it's the biggest shithole there is in the world. It was like the number one heroin capital. It's like the heroin capital for like 4 years straight. The Ohio River has nothing but petroleum plants on the fucking water.
Yeah.
Coal, salmon plant, literally.
So maybe they got the green light to dump a bunch of shit all at the same time and then blame it on Ohio. Because if they got all these different plants, you know, like...
You can't tell me Boston's smelling this shit. Okay, it's fine. You know, uniform fire, sometimes we get some of the residuals from it, okay? Yeah. First of all, it's wood. Second of all, it's heavy smoke. Third of all, it attaches to the clouds. Yeah. This is a vapor. It burned off. You saw it go straight in the air. Yeah. Now I'm trying to show you satellite pictures. It looks like a freaking tornado, but it looks like a freaking hurricane. Right. Yeah, you had one big, huge flume. I mean, I actually got a picture on my phone. Yeah. I mean... I'll show you the picture from my actual house. Yeah. I'll show you the picture of what it looks like from my own house.
How many miles are you from it?
About 3.5, 4 miles.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I didn't smell anything, see anything here.
Oh, it was disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, it was disgusting. Yeah. The sight was just going to make me want to puke. Yeah. Because it really started off with...
And you're not feeling any...
No, it originally started off like that. That's what happened the first day I did it. Yeah. Then, what did that?
So are those your pictures?
No, these are
well, you see, some of those I don't trust.
That's the actual initial fire. So, then it went to this. Yeah. Then it went to that. Yeah. But
it's just
then it went to finally like that. Yeah. Here's the problem. They wanted to get it done by freaking before it got dark, right? Yeah. But they waited, and the cloud cover held it down. Oh. No cloud cover in the background. Oh, it's blue sky. Bullshit cloud cover. Oh. How do you got this big white cloud with a black spot in it if it wasn't cloud cover? Yeah. They're trying to tell you it was clear, that's why we waited so late to do it. But then you see pictures from the satellite, quote unquote, the satellite view. Yeah, you see this big black cloud surrounded by white. Yeah. But wait, it's crystal clear out. Yeah, yeah. You freaking idiots. Right. Well, I don't. Is that blue skies? No. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't, and plus I don't. Yeah, no, I can see. This is from North Lima. Yeah, okay, so is that your actual picture? No, this is like my actual picture. Okay. This is right.
So that doesn't look like the picture. See, I think that other stuff is photoshopped. To be honest, I think that they make it more dramatic than it really is to freak people out.
That's about 9 miles away. 10 miles burst crow's fly.
Yeah, but that doesn't look.
You know where Shitty's Furniture is? You know where North Lima is? Like Market Street and South Avenue, North Lima. Beaver Township. Mm-hmm. You ever Sheely's Furniture? Ever hear of that? Sheely's Furniture? Yeah. That's right across the street from Sheely's Furniture. That picture's taken from Sheely's, basically right across the barber shops right across the street.
Can you send me that picture?
Yeah, you can see it right there.
No, I know, but send it to me on my phone so I can. Because I want to send it to my friend. Because like I'm trying to find real pictures from real people, not from the news. Because the news.
February 6th. At 5, that's the exact time.
Take a screenshot of that.
It's February 6th at 5:18 p.m. That's what it looks like right there.
Can you take a screenshot?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. 5:18. Yep.
Take a screenshot of that with the date on it and send it to me. Because I have friends that I'm trying to like explain, like, look, we can't just trust the news, the narrative. So I talked to a woman, she was less than 2 miles. I'm not saying that it didn't burn. I'm not saying that. But she's got, so I talked to a farmer who was 2 miles, you know, she couldn't even see her farmhouse from her house because there was so much black smoke there. She's got 8 3-day-old lambs, like more than a dozen lambs, cows, chickens, all fine. Nobody died. None of this.
All these little chickens died. There's one isolated chicken.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not claiming that there wasn't fire. Obviously, you saw fire, but like your picture there versus what they showed on the news looks very different.
This is 9 miles away. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
but at 9 miles away, that black that should have been black. It should have been a lot darker.
I'm trying to see what time that was. Give me 1 second here. You should got your phone. That's what you saw. Go back now.
So yeah, she's fine.
So
she's
that was what time this newscast was. this was sent to me from somebody else.
Yeah.
That was at 4:55.
Yeah.
And that picture, that was at.
But like that.
See, that was at 4:59.
Yeah.
Supposedly at 4:59 that was. I can't see what time. That's on a different local station. Oh shit, damn. See, I can't see.
I'm just trying.
I don't have an actual time frame on anything picture with that one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly they burned, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something else.
That's what it burns like. But my problem is, the thing that my niece told me is the one that blows my mind, is that they managed to stop fighting fire because of the water, because of the chemical damage, because of the water runoff.
Yeah.
Because Palestine is very low.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of rivers and tripping, and there's a lot of people in the outskirts, all well water.
Yeah. So
no matter what you spill, it's eventually getting water table.
Yeah.
The worst part is, it wasn't even 15 minutes after I saw it. I got an Amber alert on my phone when it went off, when it actually happened.
Yeah.
My alarm went off at like 11:12.
Uh-huh.
And I called Max,
Yeah.
because her sister lives right by Palestine High School.
Yeah.
And her husband has a liver transplant, so he can't be around others. And she was like 2 miles out of the evacuation area.
Yeah.
So they didn't evacuate her, but so I called back, hey, what's going on? Oh, he's sleeping. And she goes, wait, 17, her sister's daughter is an EMT.
Yeah.
Her other sister lives in Palestine.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, we went through it all.
Do they have any health issues right now? Any breathing?
No.
Any eyes burning? Any of the stuff that we're seeing on the news? And she was literally EMT on the scene when it was happening.
She was there.
And she was only wearing like
she
a
was there
mask.
within 12 minutes after it happened. Within 12 minutes, because she was over Green Township.
Uh-huh.
She was there till 9:30 next morning.
Wow.
It was like from 11
And she
to
just
9.
had like a regular mask on, like an N1
all that she was doing was basically hydrating the firemen, because nobody got hurt technically.
Yeah.
Making sure nobody got hurt, keeping radius out, and they were just hydrating the rescue workers. That's all they're doing.
Wow.
Yep. Kind of like when Red Cross comes in, like, big accidents here or something.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because all of the pictures I've seen of hazmat, of people supposedly aren't even, they're in jeans and they're not even wearing masks, or you can't tell if they're wearing masks, but I'm like, they're definitely not in hazmat gear. Like, I don't know why they're claiming there's people in, and then they show you a picture of somebody clearly not in hazmat gear. Like, you know.
Like I said, it's my two favorite ones. Like I said, I called Aaron Brockovich thing as a joke. Right after it
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
I mean,
Totally.
literally.
Yeah.
I go, well, we said Aaron Brockovich a couple weeks ago. 11:15
oh, yeah.
that night, 11:15 I said that as a joke.
The thing where she's now a special interest terrorist or something like that is what they're calling her.
Well, here's the best part. I talked to a Norfolk Southern working there, man, all the way up and down south by Steubenville.
Yeah.
He told me that the government's going to put a stop, they're going to put a block on that, class action lawsuits.
They're going to block it?
Yep, they're going to block it.
Wow.
You can't get a class action lawsuit until somebody's sick.
Yeah, and nobody's been sick yet.
So if anybody files a lawsuit,
yeah.
it's a false claim.
Wow.
You can't file
so
something you
it'll
don't
come
have.
out. So the truth will come out.
You can't file something you don't have.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So
okay,
the crisis actors that are all sitting there saying they're having this and that.
They give everybody the power to come out and test their house. If someone owns your house, then they're going to take you reimbursed for it. But you have unlimited resources to come out. Call anybody you want.
Yeah.
They'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Any company that tests gets automatically reimbursed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't in your pocket.
Yeah.
Nobody can find anything.
Dude, you see, that's like with me when I went.
You're
and got
not going to
my
find
test.
it now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The only damage you have is not the atmosphere. You have the groundwater damage from the fire.
Okay.
That fire was almost 1,400, 1,700 feet long.
Yeah.
And they sprayed hose on that from 14, 15 different water departments. They got millions of gallons of water.
Yeah.
Guarantee it's over a million gallons of water.
Yeah.
It sounds like 30 some fire
It's
trucks.
so diluted right now, right? Like,
It's just, that's what the problem, the damage you're going to have is when it's not, it's going to happen in a couple of months. That's when you're going to have problems. When summer gets here and heat gets here, the ground starts thawing and everything else, it's warmer, or the water starts going down the water table, that's when you're going to start having problems. They talk about selling your basement and shit. Maybe my house got asbestos and goddamn lead paint them. That's not the issue. The problem you're going to have is, bottom line, it's going to be the well water.
Yeah.
Everyone's certain well water. That's what's going to get you. That's all it's going to get you.
Yeah. But right
kids
now,
planting creeks and stuff where it actually will come into water services, but it's because the major issue that there is the runoff from them fighting the fire.
yeah.
Because even when they had when they control burn it, they had a trench dug for all the shit that wouldn't burn off fast enough to go in a pit that was lined with metal, so it wouldn't burn through it.
Yeah.
So everything ran off is going to the pit.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't go to the ground.
Yeah.
And they started taking dirt out today.
Yeah.
Just today, they're starting to take dirt out just now.
Just today.
Today's the first day they're taking it out.
Wow.
It's a
What about all the stuff I've heard about them, or you transferring dirt to other places? And
Today's
stuff?
the first day they're taking out dirt.
Oh wow.
Today's the first day they
Officially.
it said they're doing it.
Okay, got it. Because yeah, there's like some like some drones footage that you see them. But the thing is that like they're not wearing hazmat suits in the drone footage stuff, so they were claiming that, and then they're like
The
you know.
problem with that, I mean, the bottom line is this:
Yeah.
hazmat suit for me is it's just like the oil spill.
Yeah.
Unless you disrupt it, you're not going to get to you. Number two, it's not deadly to you unless it's in the gas form.
Yeah.
Like gas form or consume it.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not consuming it or it's not in gas form, it can't hurt you.
Yeah. Now when it gets in the well water, that's when people are going to start consuming it. And
And the funny part is it's not the consumption of it; it's the release of it coming out of the well water. It's deodorant. It's the gas.
Got it.
It's not when you drink it with it. That's not what gets you. It's the actual gas that comes off the water.
Got it.
Then when you smell, that's what gets you.
Got
If
it.
it's in the water and you smell it, that's what gets you.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So like your niece would be if anybody would be feeling anything, she would be like totally complaining
100%, 100%.
like I'm out of work right now because she was literally there throughout. Nobody
She's gonna
knows.
hide behind a little trap.
Got it. So
And like I said, you can bring Aaron Brockovich down there if you want.
yeah.
Aaron Brockovich, don't think about that's the other thing. All those people with that class action lawsuit, 15 years after it happened.
Yeah. 15 years. No,
After
you're
they
right.
started dumping water in it,
Yeah.
and it was stopped before she got involved.
Yeah.
But all the years of it happening is what she got involved with.
Yeah.
Not the day it happened.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I can't stand people.
No, I feel you.
That's no to be real.
Yeah. No, I know. That's why I went down there myself and started interviewing people myself.
There's just so many
and-
distractions about everything.
Yeah.
And to me personally, I think that if it actually, you can't you can have a charge to blow a train car up. Don't get me wrong. But my exact scenario was I'm not trying to be superhero time, I'm Mr. Know-It-all. But I know for a fact, I guarantee you, one of those train cars had grain feed or something in it that the wheels of the car got hot, bearing got hot, and probably caught on fire. And that's what started the whole system. And once it got so hot and caught on fire, the air hose blew, and then everything started decoupling, and then it derailed. That was my theory. You can remember, grain can be explosive.
Yeah.
That was just my example. That was my thoughts.
Yeah.
They never really gave you the truth. They said that it's a bearing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they showed going through one of the towns. You can see the rails red as hell underneath.
Yeah.
You guys see the train cars how red and that's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
But who's to say that was our train?
Yeah.
But my point is, you really can't. It was derailed before it exploded. The fire
Started after.
literally ignited after it derailed.
Yeah.
So one car is not going to make the entire thing happen that fast. I mean, it's going to take time for something to get a good fire going to make those cars separate.
Yeah. Word.
And it was so hot down there, you won't be able to tell if it's frozen or not.
Yeah.
Because that heat's going to make everything expand.
Yeah.
And everything's going to be frozen solid.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, that can happen to any train car anywhere because they put all that weight, it's metal and metal.
Yeah.
It's the most primitive way of transportation.
Right. And here we are, like.
And I mean, to seriously, literally, thoroughly check every single car that's on a train. I don't care how much time you have. You can't justify a bearing yet. How can you test it?
Yeah.
There's really no way to test it.
Yeah.
There's so much weight. You can't go down and say, "Let me see the tire spins." I mean,
Yeah.
you can't do it.
Yeah.
So you can't even blame the rail company. It's a primitive way of transportation.
Yeah.
You gotta expect this shit.
Yeah. For sure.
But it's like I said, it's just.
No, thank you for enlightening me as to your firsthand experience of it, because I don't know what to make of it. I went down there, was interviewing people.
You gotta remember
talked to
something. 90% is going to be people who have asthma. They're real bad. That would be the first one to get the effects of it.
Yeah.
But then everybody's going to jump on the train. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Everybody's jump on the train. Hey, they got. Now I got.
Yeah.
But those, it's just like COVID. People who are sick with the
People want
virus,
to get their
whatever.
paid out, whatever. They don't
That's
care.
what I said.
Yeah.
You got Aaron. I may actually made a joke about it. I swear to God, I didn't know she was still alive. I mean, I swear to God, I made a joke about it. I made a joke
I
about it.
did too. A week before she came out,
No,
I was
did
like,
it
"Watch
that
Aaron
night. I did that
Brockovich."
night. I go, hey, I guess we're going to be Aaron Brockovich. And she, I'm going to shut up. I made a joke about it, but
Me too. No, to Josh, a week before it happened, I was like, "Watch, Aaron Brockovich is going to be here in like any day now." And then like a week later,
But here's the
like,
funny part.
Aaron
We're just as bad for making a joke about it because, like I said, technically she shouldn't be here for another 10 years yet. According to the way it should
The way
happen.
that
Right,
it-
right.
yeah, the way
But
that-
we're here because there's somebody saying the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. All I know is that anything the news says, I immediately think the opposite. Like I immediately.
I don't think the
question.
opposite. I look at the news as they're scaring me. They're just
Yeah,
trying to
they're
steer.
scaring- no, you're right.
Steering you in a direction.
Oh, that's scary.
No, just trying to
Steering.
that indirectly,
too.
but steering you either away from something I want you to see. Because it all started, like I said, I'm not trying to get all conspiracy people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was in the military, the whole 9 yards, whatever. It's like I already said, we're a free country. None of us are free because everything you want in life is based on how much money you make.
Yeah.
So we're not free. You're not free.
Yeah.
You're changing your income.
Yeah.
Bottom line. That's number one. Number two, how do we have the number one nation in the world, the strongest nation, the most advanced nation, the most powerful nation, the most greatest nation in the world, but we ain't get a single picture from the goddamn Pentagon?
No.
Tell me that.
Yeah. Well, and
Tell me one picture.
Yeah. No.
And then number two.
And there's like 10 cameras around that caught it. That
Oh,
all
easily.
disappeared,
But
right?
my next question. 2001, mind you, 22 years ago.
Yeah.
You have an airplane that's up in the air, 12,000, 14,000 feet. Every cell phone was down low. Everything was above the tower. It virtually impossible work.
It didn't work. Yeah. How are they getting phone calls from the? No, I've been into the 9/11 stuff since like 2006.
Virtually impossible. I was in cop back then. That's the funny part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Yeah,
Hey, stop.